Hi everybody. I'm here with my friend Nancy, and I'm just super excited that Nancy's willing to sit here with me today and share something that I hope impacts everyone that's watching this video. Today we're going to hear Nancy's story. And Nancy is someone I met, how many months ago, Nance? I met you in November? November?
Yeah.
Both our kids are friends.
Yeah.
And my son came to me and he's like, you need to talk to Danielle's mom. Mommy, you know, she's been fighting for a while now, and I'll let Nancy share with you what that is, but it just, you need to talk to her. And I did, and yeah, I'm not going to say any more. I'm just going to let Nancy talk, and I'm just excited for her to share her story with you, because I think it's really important that these are moments that we can help others. So
Absolutely.
there you go.
So in September 2019, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, which was a total shock because I don't have cancer in my family. So that was, unexpected.
Absolutely.
So I had a mastectomy on my right side, and that was trying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, this is okay.
So the reconstructive surgery did go well, so I had to go in for 2 surgeries. And then when they did the pathology report on the tumors, it came back that it was a super aggressive cancer, that it was stage 3, and I had to do chemotherapy as well as radiation and another surgery because they want to check my lymph nodes again. And then the reconstruction would be done at the end of it all.
Oh, shit.
So the chemotherapy I was really, really upset about because, you hear so many bad things about chemotherapy. You're like, oh my God, people are so sick.
Yeah.
So I had my first treatment of chemotherapy, and it was heavy-duty chemotherapy. They put injections, large injections of red poison or medicine, whatever you want to call it, in my veins, and potentially this chemotherapy could burn my veins. I mean, it was really heavy duty stuff. And at the end of it, they told me I had to go home and drink 8 glasses of water to flush it out of my system. So I came home. I couldn't even put down a glass of water, not even a sip. Like a sip would make me feel ill. I had the symptoms of this chemo was foggy head, and my head was really like on a major hangover. Like your head is just not in a good place, and you feel nauseous. And now, lucky I didn't feel the nauseousness, but my head was totally messed up. I couldn't drink the water. I couldn't flush it out. And then Tracy came over, and I had tried my own tap water. I have a distiller at home. Couldn't drink that water. I tried bottled water. And then Tracy came over with her Kangen water, miracle water,
sat
right?
on the floor, and I just said,
yeah.
I've got something to share, and ask me questions and see what you think.
And that day I drank a liter of water, that whole bottle you brought me.
You did.
And it was the first water that I could actually put down. So then I continued to get water from Tracy every day. So when I had my second treatment, which was 2 weeks later, the foggy head symptom only lasted 1 day instead of 4, and I was drinking the water. By the time I did the 3rd treatment, I had no foggy head at all, no symptoms at all from the 3rd and 4th treatments.
Remember you said you had to fill some form out before you go in, and
yes.
You were all...
After every treatment, I'd see the doctor, and they'd ask me, was I nauseous? Was I, feeling tired? Like all of that. And I would tell them that, like by the 3rd treatment, I was out shopping right after my treatment.
Wow.
They couldn't believe it. They were like, what?
Right.
Right? And then this second round of chemo, so the first 4 treatments were the injection style ones. This next round of treatment, I have 8 sessions to do. I've currently done 3. But with this round comes numbness in your fingers and toes, like you lose your fine motor skills, potential arthritis pain, and your nails could lift off potentially, but they get sensitive and discolored.
Wow.
So luckily for me, I have not had the arthritic pain or the tingling in my fingers and toes. I've had my fingernails are sensitive, but they're not in a position of lifting off or anything like that. So I have been so lucky that I have not had any of the symptoms that they talk about, the horrible symptoms.
You have a friend that had those symptoms, and then aftermath of that was what?
She walks with a cane.
Wow.
She can't, because the fine motor skills never come back in your fingers and toes, right? And I was really, really worried about this round of chemo. I thought, oh my gosh, I work in an elementary school. I need to be able to write. So holding a pen and putting pressure on your fingertips, if they're all numb, how do you do that, right? So I've been so blessed to not have that reaction. So that's been really good. And then on top of that, my dog, just before Christmas, was bleeding out of his nostrils. He had some type of infection. He had like this green infection coming out of his nose. We brought him to the vet. They thought he has, they said to me, it's likely he has a tumor in his nose, and it's going to cost me $10,000 to make sure that he has a tumor in his nose. And then Tracy suggested putting 2.5 and 11.5 Kangen water up his nose. And he's like a miracle dog. He's back to being like a puppy, and he's a 12-year-old dog.
Yeah.
And his nose is totally great, and no bleeding.
I saw him today. He's
nothing.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's just like happy. Like at one point, all he would do is just lay on the floor and sleep all day. He wouldn't even come to the door if somebody came over, right? Now he's back up. He's perky, and I mean,
you didn't have to spend $10,000 on a big question mark.
Yeah,
and that was just from that book. There was a book that I have, and I make sure everyone has these books. Like it literally just said the sinus infection protocol. So I said, Nance, I have no idea. But why don't we try it? And, we produced the 2 different waters for the protocol. And then we followed it, and it worked. So
that was a miracle. I thought, you know what? I mean, he's 12. He's an older dog. I thought for sure we were going to have to put him down. I thought for sure.
That's
oh my gosh. But I mean, even if he gets 6 or 8 months more, and he's not in any pain, he's not just uncomfortable at all.
Yeah.
He's great. So it's perfect.
So if anyone is like watching this right now and thinking, this is a bunch of crap, or why would I even consider trying this? Like, do you have a message that you could say to them? Because I know there's a lot of people out there that feel that way. And, I just want to know your opinion from your experience.
I go to the cancer center every day, every week, because I'm on weekly chemo now, and I see how sick people are.
Yeah.
They're vomiting. They've got dark circles in their eyes. They're horrible. They're in horrible shape. And then I walk in, and the only thing I have is loss of hair, right?
Yeah.
They can't explain it. And the only thing that I have done differently than anybody else is drink the water.
That's all.
That's it. I haven't changed anything else, right? So, and I can eat normal food, where in the beginning, you can hardly eat at all, right? But I'm back to eating normal meals. Everything's normal.
Amazing.
And yet other people are so sick. They're so sick. How else can I explain it?
And I'm not a doctor. I'm gonna fix this. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not saying don't do something. All I'm saying is I don't even know what this will do for anybody that tries it. I just know what I've experienced myself, what I've seen happen globally with like millions of people, and the stories I hear. And for me to bring a story to you from our community, from Newmarket, that has been impacted this way, my question is, you have nothing to lose. This is water, and if it can have a 1% chance to help you feel better, I will deliver it to your doorstep every day. I mean, Nancy came for a month and a half.
Yeah.
So,
and when I tell you, in the cancer center, there's young people, there's people my age, there's older people. So at first I thought, is it my age that, I may be handling it better than other people? But there's a girl in there, 21, can't be more than 21 years old. She's in horrible shape. Like,
my goodness.
So
yeah,
I don't know how else to explain it other than the water has done something for my body to be able to
live a better quality of life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I believe it'll just get better. I really do.
I hope so too. Absolutely.
I can't thank you enough for sharing. I feel blessed to have met you. And I hope this inspires anybody that's watching right now. Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day.
Dr. Jerry Tennant, in his book Healing is Voltage, states that the root cause of chronic disease is due to low voltage in the body. For a cell to function normally, it requires minus 22 millivolts, and cancer cells come alive at plus 30. For the body to regenerate and heal requires a minimum of minus 50 millivolts. Fresh Kangen water provides a negative charge of up to minus 750 millivolts.
Enagic's Kangen water machines produce water that is microclustered, alkaline, and most importantly has a low negative ORP. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe and share. And for more information on how Kangen water can improve your health or to purchase your Kangen water system, click on the link below.